There you go. Huh?
My promo shot for you. What we talking about today, ladies?
What we gonna talk about? Look, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna explain it. I'm gonna explain it.
Yeah, you get the mic right.
No, I'll be trying to move in the other room.
Oh, yeah, lean on this side. Oh, I know what that is.
Huh?
I know what that is.
Brown lyrics.
Yeah, it's my own.
And welcome to the April 1st, no April Fools, because I don't do April Fools, show of In the Spotlight, Baltimore Paparazzi. It's your girl Lisa. Like I said last week, if you tuned in, I didn't know who I was going to have on this week. So I just had GHood come back. Because we really, there was so much going on. Like, I didn't get to ask him all the questions. That's the reason why I don't like having two guests at the same time. But I kind of double booked myself because I wasn't sure if Hood was coming. So, I had double booked myself by accident. I double booked myself on purpose this week because I have GHood and I have my man Unknown.
What's up?
Now, these two are my partners in crime. And no, we wasn't doing no crime. It's just we had so much fun doing Blaze the Stage.
Speak for yourself.
That's because all I had to do was just take some pictures and email them bitches out to the artists. I didn't have to deal with the artists.
We had to do the crime.
You all had to do the DJ and you all had to deal with the artists. But I don't think that was too bad. I don't remember it being too much of an issue. I mean, I don't remember us having too many issues, with going on or whatever.
We ain't had no problem.
No, we always had fun.
We never had static out of people.
Right. We always had fun.
Yeah, I had fun at mine.
I know him be like, I'm not getting on stage tonight. And then he grabbed the mic and be on stage.
Can't help it sometimes. You gotta be on stage, man.
So basically, I guess we just, I know, like I told Hood last week, this is not an interview. I have conversations with my friends, and that's what we do. I ask questions and all, but it's not like an interview where I ask you a question, you answer. Okay? Usually I ask a question and we go off onto something else and talk about who knows what. So we're just going to talk about whatever. I usually ask, like I asked Hood last week about, when did he, say, I'm going to do this. I'm going to rap. So I'm going to ask you the same question. When was it the moment that you said, oh, I can do this thing called rap. I can do this.
Shit.
Hood went all the way back to, what was it, middle school?
Middle school.
Yeah. That's usually where everybody starts about middle school.
I didn't. I listen to a lot of music, but, music always been in me. But I think I started, I want to say, high school, probably really getting into it. I was more the money. Into the money thing.
we talked about that too, about
into the money thing. The music wasn't really on my mind at the time. It was more of getting money.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when I really started really listening to it, really getting into it like that. I seen other people get out grinding and shit like that, so that's what made me want to really get into it.
Oh, okay. So I didn't ask you last week. Who was an influence? Like, who was your favorite? Like when you heard that song or that artist, and you were like, yo, I can do this.
DMX, no doubt. When I first heard DMX, I knew it was something I wanted to do because a lot of the things he was talking about, I could relate to.
Right.
I was going through it. Mentally, I wasn't ready for the world. And a lot of his music helped me get through. And plus, I like the fact that he was in his own lane.
Right.
Like, when he jumped out there, it wasn't about the jewels, it wasn't about the cars. It was like, motherfucker, I'm mad, and I want y'all to know it.
And you can relate. You can relate to that.
Yeah, I went through some shit. I want y'all to know it. And like at the time, you know, Daddy was out in the streets doing his thing, getting high. Mommy wasn't hardly home because she was in school and trying to work jobs.
Right.
Couldn't really afford me and my sister. So like that pain, that feeling of abandonment, a lot of resentment for friends and family, not being able to have the social skills to have a large group of friends. You know, I didn't really have social skills. The only thing that brought me closer to other people in my area was the fact that they were relatable. You know, we were all outside doing the same thing. We were all outside for the same purpose. And music was our escape from what we was dealing with. You know, it's not that we hung out. It's not that we went and we played ball together. Like, we got together to make money. And when we couldn't make money, we made music. So that was our premise.
Oh, okay. I can definitely, because like you said, DMX at the time when he came in, he wasn't. What was he? He had on a chain, like from you know, his pit bulls and the bikes. That was it. Like when you watch any of his videos, he didn't even have a shirt on half the damn time.
Right.
Like, you know, he wasn't all about that glitz and glamour and you know, I can afford this and I got this. It was just straight. This was what it was. And I think that's one reason why it set him apart. Even to this day, even with all the nonsense that he's been
who he is.
He's still, he makes no excuses. He doesn't
know.
Yeah. We're going to get to that in just a minute.
Because
it's funny. Because it's funny that he said DMX.
He doesn't look for sympathy. He doesn't ask anybody to forgive him. He's not looking for forgiveness. It's like, I am what I am. I do what I do. And plus, I like the fact that he's low key. He doesn't seek attention. He don't mind being in the background. This motherfucker could disappear for 5 years, and you still know who he is.
Right, because like I said, he is one of my all-time. Like he's one of my all-time favorites. To this day, I love DMX. I love DMX. The artist, I love DMX, the actor. You know what I mean?
He's all around great.
Right, and when he talks, when he talks, people take it for like he's a fool or something, but when he talks, he's got knowledge.
He's prolific, very eloquent when he speaks, and more than anything, what made him tried and true for me is I compare him to all the other artists that's out here, and there's hardly any artist that went platinum consecutively every album, and he did it 5 times in a row.
That dude real passionate about it.
Yeah, you know, even like I said, even through his trials and tribulations and everything, he's still on the road right now. He gets locked up, he gets out, he goes back on the road, and he just like, look, this is me, and that's all there is to it. So, I mean, I completely understand.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, my first, like, the first, like, hip hop song that I heard was, you know, Sugar Hill Gang, because I was there when it began. So, my old ass. But Sugar Hill Gang, the first time I heard the hip, I was just like, yo, what is this? Like, my aunt played it, I think, or it was on the radio or something. I remember being in Harrington, Delaware, and hearing it, and I was like, oh, what is this? Like, this is awesome, because in my house we listen to everything. We listen to rock, we listen to country, we listen to all kinds of music. So when I heard that, I was like, oh my God. Now, unknown. Who? What artist? What song? What was it that when you heard that, you was like, yo, this is, oh my God.
I don't think I really had too much of a preference.
You just, music.
Well, I'm not really going to say that. I grew up and, like, around, like, probably my middle school and high school days. I came up off a lot of, what I want to say, down south music. I really listened to a lot of down south music. Listened to a lot of down south music before most of all this stuff really got popping.
Right.
Like a lot of this down south music that's going on right now when UGK and all them, T.I. and all them came on. Most of the stuff was recycled music.
Yeah.
For real. That stuff was already out.
Right.
Now when they put it back out, that's because most of the world didn't really hear it.
Right.
This nigga called me for the motherfucker. So his phone always dead.
Nah,
You know.
Oh, hold up.
I be jamming.
But I did come up off a lot of, you know, old school.
You did?
Yeah. Pop, Biggie.
Oh yeah,
Big L.
Big L. Yeah, Big L was
that's
the,
like
was the
Nas, Jay-Z. That's like my preference.
Right.
I attract myself more to like the struggle.
Mhm.
Like that's what I came up off of.
Right.
You know, like
So yeah,
niggas
again, it's another like. Yeah, because this is internet, right? Yeah, because I say motherfucker all the time.
Yeah, you can say motherfucker.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wanted to be. I wanted to
It's
know.
cool,
Because
yo.
I'm ignorant as shit.
You
Oh, I
can
know.
curse in this bitch. She let you say shit
I'm
like
just
motherfucker.
I'm just saying. I wanted to know because
Again, it's something.
I like
It's
the
music
really-
that's relatable.
I like to really express myself.
I
I came
know.
up off of that real struggle. Like I could relate to like the Bone Thugs that first in the month shit. That all that pop shit, man. That shit really got me through a lot. And niggas look at me right now today, like yo, this nigga got all this money, this nigga shining, this nigga that, this and that. They don't know what the fuck I had to go through.
Right, to get to that.
To come up to this fucking point.
Huh?
Look at his face.
I know. Because he leaning all over. I mean, I'm trying to.
You was cool there, yo. All these years, I ain't gonna bite you, yo.
Yo.
It is what it is.
It's cool. I ain't gonna bite you, yo.
That's where the fuck I mean that's where the fuck I come from for real. I mean I came from off of that foster kid. You know, I know how them kids and shit feel, and I know that struggle. Ain't really got no money to eat, wearing the same clothes, like 3 days in the motherfucking road,
Swapping
type
out with
shit,
everybody.
hustling.
Yeah.
You know, came up with the whole raw project area, all that. it's I just like struggling.
Right.
I mean, I can hear it in a nigga voice when they rapping, and they've been through that shit.
Right. And like I said, you know, for me, music, if I can relate to it, then I'm gonna like it even more.
I mean,
You know, I like storytellers. That's why I think that's the reason why I gravitated towards both of you guys musically.
Yeah, I like to tell a little.
Because you all like I've listened to your music like I said I burned. Hood had brought over a flash drive full of his music, and I ended up burning to a CD. And every time we would get in the car, Cash would play it because my daughter, she loved his music. You know, and I know the same thing goes with you. Like when I got your project, that shit stayed in my CD player for I don't know how long. Every time you would get in my car, that shit be playing.
Hey, I mean, kids is playing it.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So if my thing is, I let my children listen to it, and they're not even children anymore, because you know they're 21, getting ready to be 22 and 19. They got kids of their own. But my test would be give them the music and let them listen to it and see what their reaction is, because they listen to today's shit that's on the radio. I don't. But to see them like gravitate towards certain artists that I like makes me, especially like the underground, you know, the underground artists that I like, to see them gravitate towards them, you know, that tells me something.
You know, Tech
we know. I'm a Tech 9 second one, because Tech's coming next month.
I mean,
He's coming in May. He's coming.
Tech got me through some shit too. Tech really got me through.
So now the reason why I was laughing at all because of the whole DMX thing is because why unknown? Why unknown?
I'm a member of Rough Riders.
Of Rough Riders. That's the reason why we was kind of laughing because
I mean, it's difference to it. I mean,
yeah.
Rough Riders is a lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. It's not all about the music.
Right.
I mean, it's all about bringing everybody together. They deal with a lot of music, bikes. You know, they got a lot of bike clubs, car clubs. There's all kinds of different shit. Anything you can think of.
But when people hear the Rough Riders, when they hear the Rough Riders, they automatically gravitate towards the motorcycles, and you know, because for one, DMX, when I cannot get this streaming, like somebody commented on there, but I can't pull it up on my damn on here. But
I got it. I work here. That's how I work.
But see, he's just crazy as hell. But like when you first, like when people hear, you know, DMX brought out, you know, the whole Rough Riders, so he had all the bikes and everything in the picture. So when people hear Rough Riders, that's automatically what they think of is DMX and Eve and Dragon and all, you know, everybody that was a part of Rough Riders and was there. So, but you know, that's the reason why
Yeah, I
I
was
kind
just
of
look why like a month or so ago, when his artist came here, when his new artist came here to do a video shoot.
okay.
His name Drew James.
Oh, okay.
He came here, we chopped it up, did his video. I'm actually really waiting for the video. 'Cause I'm in the video.
He gonna be in there, gonna be like, yeah, there you go. Y'all go to mark 1 minute and 24 seconds, and you gonna see me right there. But yeah. So with the music, like I said, last week we went into detail, kind of a little bit of detail of like what you do, Hood, as far as like you have a studio, F&R Studios, up in Towson.
Yeah, got the studio, F&R Studios in Towson. Just going public with the studio this month. April marks the first month of the studio going commercial. I've been rocking F&R Studios since I was 16, 29 now. We've been in a commercial spot for the past 6 years, but all of our business has been word of mouth.
Right.
So for the first time ever, I was waiting for this opportunity on Lisa's radio station to let y'all know F&R Studios is now public. If you need studio time here in Baltimore City, we located out Towson. Number 443-600-9609. Hit me up, let me know something, GHood. But I engineer, I rap, songwriter, also an instructor. I teach music business, I teach live sound, I teach audio recording. Rapper, entrepreneur, clothing line owner. By the way, I'm in the studio right now rocking that Arm & Hammer Fish Scale Edition. I'm a little bit of everything. I try to keep my hands into multiple things. Don't want to put all my eggs in one basket.
And as you shouldn't. I mean, I've said that to people who are artists, and I'm like, you don't need to. You need to expand yourself. Like, okay, I started out being a fan, and I started taking pictures. And then along that came Baltimore Paparazzi, and then after that I started doing shows, and now I'm doing a radio show. When I could have just sat there and just kept taking pictures and been done with it. But me personally, I get bored with it. So, you know, I gotta try to find something else to do, and I'm always trying to help artists, be known is basically, so they won't be unknown.
First of all.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, the first time that I met Unknown, and I was like, it's like Unknown. I was like, what? His name is Unknown? I'm confused.
I don't want to be known, man. I like background shit.
Yeah.
I'm known, but well known.
So, I got a few songs in here. I didn't have no music from you because I don't know what happened. I meant to hit you, tell you to email me some.
What you need?
Huh?
What you need?
I don't care. Send me something. I don't give a shit.
That's the email right there, Baltimore Paparazzi.
Yeah, you can send me to that. You can send it to that. I'm trying to figure out why my live stream is on, but it's not on. And people are commenting.
Let's see what's the name.
What they saying? I can't see. Somebody keep I don't know who they are, but I need to find out where that's going to. So I'm gonna have to stop it and figure out what's going on with that. But I'm gonna play a couple songs that I have in here. These are old. These are a couple old songs. Let me see.
Oh.
A couple old songs in here. So we'll be right back. Yeah, and I know it's gonna send me a couple tracks because I have them on my phone, but I'm using my phone for my live stream. So yeah, I know it sent me like a whole little EP or something.
Yeah.
Through Dropbox.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be trying to fix this live stream and try to figure out where the hell it's going to because people are commenting, but I don't know who the hell they are.
Yeah,
So-
bring over the comments, man. I answer anything anybody needs to know.
So we'll be right back. Told you.
I'm hard. I'm still alive.
Huh? They're off now.